Okay, this is even worse than I expected. I just did a video talking about Ubisoft and their financials and things like that. And now we have more stuff with Assassin's Creed Shadows. And this one is a while back. It was about a Japanese YouTuber that got the video taken down 12 times apparently in on YouTube. But there's more than that. But we're going to cover all of it. So if you guys do like the content, make sure to hit that like. And if you guys enjoy seeing more of this, make sure to hit that subscribe so you guys don't miss it. All right. So first, we're going to start off with what some people know. If you don't know, well, you're gonna know. A Japanese YouTuber that claims that criticizing Assassin's Creed Shadows gameplay struck down 12 times for hate speech on YouTube. So they said Ubisoft's Assassin's Creed Shadows has been under fire for months, but the controversy has now escalated into censorship allegations because of a Japanese YouTuber named Shohei Kondo, I think is the correct way of saying it. I could be wrong, and I am so sorry. Had his gameplay critique of Assassin's Creed Shadows removed from YouTube a reported 12 times with quote-unquote hate speech cited as the reason for the takedown. Now, usually when YouTube like takes down your video from them like themselves, usually it's like it's a takedown and they say it's taken down because of X, Y, and Z at this marker. But this person just says that their video was taken down due to violation of their community guidelines of hate speech and doesn't say exactly where or anything like that. So it seems like it was a mass reporting that happened on this YouTuber's video. Now, I will say this, I watched the video 2 times, and the first time I tried to do a recording of it, but my graphics card is messing up, but that's just a whole nother issue. Anyway, he was just literally giving feedback about the game, how it ran, and noticed that there were some inaccuracies in regards to the game, especially if it's something about your own culture, you know? It's just very weird. So he says this. So it says, as of this writing, this video has been re-uploaded again and is active on YouTube. Kondo's video contains no hate speech whatsoever. Instead, it features a detailed critique of Ubisoft's portrayal of Japanese culture, pointing out numerous inaccuracies and offensive choices in the flora, NPC designs, and even the protagonist's attire. The repeated takedowns, whether the direct work of Ubisoft or not, have been perceived as an attempt to silence legitimate criticism from a Japanese content creator standing up for his culture against a French company's misrepresentation. Yes, Ubisoft is French. If you guys don't know, if you guys didn't know, yeah, yes, they have branches in the US, but it's mainly French. So it's not the US fault, I swear, it's not us. Oh, it is insane. So it said in the video, Kondo highlights glaring inaccuracies of Ubisoft's depiction of feudal Japan. He critiques everything from unrealistic foliage to poorly designed Japanese NPCs. Many of them are depicted shoeless and tattered, contrasted with Yasuke, I believe that's what people have been saying is Yasuke, the black samurai protagonist striding through the streets in opulent golden armor, which is not normal. According from his video when he was talking about it, he's like, yeah, this is very weird that he's a samurai and then also has samurai armor, like, and it's gold. And remember, just letting you guys know this was from Ubisoft was talking about it in an interview, saying that everything is historically accurate, and they didn't back down. Like when they found out inaccuracies that were going on, they never backed down. They never said it's not accurate. They could just take that back and say, hey, this game is inspired by Japanese culture, but still you would need to do some research and like talk to some historians, actual historians, not the ones that they hired that were historians. So it said far from being inflammatory, which I agree. Kondo's critique was rooted in cultural pride and constructive feedback, making the takedown even more troubling. The censorship sparked outrage in the gaming community, with fellow YouTubers rushing to Kondo's defense. Yeah, like they had Hypnotic, Endymion, a whole bunch of people were talking about this. Even Asmongold reacted to it, and he's like, yeah, what the hell is wrong with like people like taking down his video and everything? It's insane. They said the content creator Hypnotic commented saying that YouTuber and content creator Shohei Kondo gets his Assassin's Creed Shadows videos removed for hate speech from YouTube. They are actively trying to suppress real Japanese voices from speaking out against Ubisoft, even when it's done in a constructive way, like Shohei did. Insane. I am sure that they will continue to target more Japanese and non-Japanese creators. And then this is the post and everything, which I thought was like insane. You have somebody from Japan that knows the culture very well, obviously. And just because there's a lot of disagreements and everything like that, you take their video down, or not you as Ubisoft, but like people take down the video. But the person that is attacking Shohei, like a group, They have no idea what the culture is, like what Japanese culture is. For those people, if they ever see this video, if your culture was put into a game and it was completely inaccurate, would you say something about it? Or would you have that same energy as well, where, you know, people would just take down your videos when you're trying to correct the problem? He wasn't attacking them. He didn't say anything bad about them. He was just like, this is not correct, and pointing out the issues that could be addressed and fixed. But they didn't do that. They just ignored it, which it's why that's an issue. So they said the backlash against Ubisoft doesn't stop there. Kondo also criticized the graphics and gameplay, which have been points of contention in previous Ubisoft games. The company's apparent inability to handle constructive criticism was on display recently when the official the official Assassin's Creed X account responded to another YouTuber named Nick Tech, who pointed out bugs in the graphics. So if you guys remember this was pretty hilarious with this video, because they're doing like the gameplay live on Twitch and everything. What they were trying to do is they were trying to pet a dog. What happened was it was bugged, like they weren't able to pet the dog. The dog like just stood there and everything like that, and your character would stand still too. And they'd done it for like quite some time where it looked very awkward, but then they played it off. They tried to play it off, and everybody's like, ooh, that's not looking good. People were saying it in the comments or in the live chat. It says, rather than addressing the criticism directly, Ubisoft responded dismissively, saying, note to self, make work in progress appear larger. This tone-deaf reply reflects a pattern of defensiveness that has alienated players further, which the takedown of Kondo's video is just the latest chapter in the Assassin's Creed Shadows troubled journey to release. For now, but it's gotten worse. But where it goes on more is just talking about Ubisoft's decision, centered the game around Yasuke, historical quote-unquote black samurai. So they said many fans have expected a traditional Japanese led rooted in the samurai or ninja archetypes, and Ubisoft's choice has been a prioritizing modern Western ideological trends over authenticity in a game that was supposed to depict Eastern culture. So what they should have done, again, like Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed 1, where you just play as, you're not anybody. Like you're just a character. That's it. You're just a character. You're not a actual historical character or anything like that. But they have they actually have historical figures in the game. That's what it should have been. But they disregarded that. And I understand new games is not always made by the same exact people. Obviously new people come in, older people leave, or they move on to another title and stuff like that. It's totally understandable. But they should still have somebody that is a veteran still stay there, and then have the game run as it is. Like, you know, design the game of how the previous ones were, because that's what was working well for them. But no, they don't want to do that. So let's see. Adding to the controversy are complaints about historical inaccuracies, including the depiction of Chinese architecture in a game set in feudal Japan. Ubisoft has faced significant backlash for its portrayal of Japan, with critics accusing the company of insensitivity and the lack of genuine respect for Japanese culture. Like literally, they're pissing off all of Japan, which that is insane. That this is something that's going down in the record books of a single studio or company, gaming company, pissing off an entire country. Like I don't think that Japan would do this, but if Japan were to make a game and they just like retaliated against like France, you know, again, it would be because of this would spark it. So I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not saying that they would do that, but if that were to just happen, you know, then yeah, these issues are compounded by repeated delays. So this one is very interesting when they were talking about the delays. It said that the game was initially slated for November 2024, then got pushed to February 2025. It was supposed to be Valentine's Day. The game was supposed to come out at the time of this recording in 2 days. And then they rescheduled it to March 20th, 2025. This new release date has sparked further outrage as it coincides with the 30th anniversary of the Tokyo subway sarin attack, Japan's deadliest modern domestic tragedy, a decision seen as either ignorant or deeply disrespectful. I think, now I will say this, I will come to Ubisoft's defense about this. Maybe I will say is more towards the ignorant, like they just didn't know. But that is something like I think nowadays when you are doing a release date, especially of something with like history and things like that, and you have a release date, I think what you should do is you should look up that if that date has some sort of event that tied to it. Because it's like, say for instance, let's just say let's just say, for instance, the next Call of Duty game that they make, Call of Duty Black Ops 7, whatever you want to call it, right? That game gets released September 11th of whatever year. It would look kind of weird. It would be kind of weird, right? Like, you know, having those two, like, it'd be very weird. So honestly, I think that one was just ignorant. I don't think that was intentional that they were trying to do that. So for a company claiming to respect Japanese history, Ubisoft's actions speak louder than their marketing. Silencing Shohei Kondo, which I think, again, was like a group of people that did a mass reporting. Japanese creator speaking out against inaccuracies in his own culture's representations sets a dangerous precedent. Instead of addressing valid criticisms, Ubisoft appears to be suppressing dissent, alienating both Japanese audiences and the global gaming community. As controversies mount, Assassin's Creed Shadows risk becoming a cautionary tale about the dangers of cultural insensitivity and corporate defensiveness. Honestly, what they should have done at this point, like, they can't even just post on Twitter saying like, hey, we are sorry that this has happened. They haven't done that. Again, this post came out the 27th. Yeah, 27th of January. So they haven't said anything say like, oh, we deeply apologize about, you know, XYZ. That's a problem. Now, there's more stuff that has happened. And like I said, this video might be long. So there's another article that came out, and I'll make sure also with Shohei's video, hopefully it's still up, I will have that linked, and then also I'll have a few people videos linked, like in Demons and also Hypnotics. In Demons, he like literally was like, let me school you guys up on culture and things like that. So, and it was very well informed. I'll make sure to have those linked down below too. So if you guys ever see those. All right, so fast forward to today. Japanese Shrine demands removal of Assassin's Creed Shadows. So if you guys don't know, it's been circulating on Twitter a lot, which was this, where Shohei posted saying, wake up Ubisoft Defender and hear our voice. What kind of Assassin's Creed game destroys an actual religious site? Japanese culture is consumed but receives no respect. Here is a perfect example. And it's Yasuke going into a shrine. First of all, shooting somebody in the head with an arrow. They don't die, but they get shot in the face with an arrow. And then they go into a shrine and just completely obliterate it. In case you don't know, the mirror you see is the core of the shrine, the deity itself in Shinto. It's a very, I was gonna say unique item. It's a very sacred item. It didn't look like they broke the mirror, but they broke the stand and the mirror dropped, which is huge insult. It's a very huge insult. And there's a video. This came from the video of the 15 minutes of somebody playing Yasuke and everything like that. People wanted to say things like, oh, you control the buttons you press. But the thing is, if you are a developer, level designer, whatever, you put that in the game, it's intentional that that's going to happen. That's the issue that people have. And I think that's something that people are not seeing. That, let's just say, for instance, I made the finals, right? You guys know the finals. Say, for instance, I put, I don't know, a church in there or some sacred place, you know, something with like a lot of respect and meaning. And you can shoot an RPG and blow it up to nothing. People would be pissed off about it, right? But what you could do as a developer is is go in there, remove the code of having those walls destructible, replace the walls, keep the same assets and everything, but the only thing you have to do is remove the destructible element from it. Is it going to take more time? Yes. But is that going to make people not pissed off at you? Yes. I don't know what's going on over there, but they could have had this either be non-accessible, where you can just where you cannot go inside, or what they could do is take all the assets that were in there and make them indestructible. Or third option, which I just thought of now, where if you go into a shrine, you have to sheath your sword. You cannot pull out your weapon or anything like that, or like disable any combat type of mechanics. That could have been a lot easier. If they don't want to do that, if they don't want to go in and code that, at least just say hey, when you go in here, automatically sheath your sword. Same. Treat it as a safe zone. There you go. But that is crazy. That's what's going on. So because of that, and basically this is what this article is about, but I'm just I'm just trying to shorten it up a little bit for you guys. Long story short, pretty much, this came from Grums. It's saying the local source confirms that the Itate Iyozu Jinja. I'm sorry if I messed this up. Please correct me how I'm supposed to say it in the comments, please. The shrine in Japan has filed a formal request to Ubisoft asking them to remove the entire religious site from Assassin's Creed Shadows. My source tells me, or his source, tells them that temple leaders are very upset at the use of their shrine in and the ability to destroy the interior. The temple joins a long list of Japan gaffes, I think jaffs or gaffes, that have plagued the game, such as the unauthorized use of, I'm sorry if I mess this up, the Sekigahara, I believe, rifle group banner in the art book concept. And then Assassin's Creed Shadows loudly touted the sensitivity and research that went into the game, hiring several, shall we say, questionable historians to consult on the title. It has been an unmitigated disaster so far, and Japan is not happy. Again, you're pissing off a country. How do you do that? How do you piss off a whole country and just not care about it? Seriously, that's like another studio, let's just say for the US, that's like another studio from another country has a game where you go into the White House and you're able to just decimate the whole thing. Let's just say they're able to level it. It's not good, right? It's not good. So why do this? This is not gonna make the game sell more. I don't understand what's going on with a lot of these studios and companies thinking that all this bad, like, oh, if we do the worst stuff possible, it's gonna make people buy the game. No, it's not like a cliche of a relationship where people are like, I want to date a bad person, I want to date a bad girl, a bad boy, whatever, and they disrespect you and it makes you want them more. It doesn't work like that. We're paying for this and you're expecting our money so you can stay in business. But what you are doing is you are throwing that away. You're literally burning a franchise. We already seen a franchise pretty much go up in flames, which is Dragon Age The Veilguard. Is Assassin's Creed gonna be the next one? Like, what is happening? What is happening? That's all I got, pretty much. As you can see, a lot of people are just not happy about it. Even this is where it first came from, where somebody reported. They said this is not a fake shrine. They said, but the real, I may mess this up again. Itatoyashu Shrine. I'm so sorry. The shrine, it is written as such in the subtitles, and even the sacred object itself is under attack. That is an insult and disrespect. Yes, people again are pissed off, and people just don't give a damn. They're like, well, hey, it's there, whatever, tough shit. Which I think it's insensitive, and they just don't care. I swear. Let me put it this way: if a game is going to be historical, right? Have historians come in and test the game out, play the game, see how it is. Have people of that culture. I don't care if you have a game that's in Africa. Have Africans come in and you say it's historically accurate. Have Africans come in and play the game. If it's in Spain, have Spaniards. You know what I mean? You know where I'm going with this. Have them come in and test the game and play the game, and then get their feedback. We're in this whole weird opposite day, strange upside down universe or world, whatever the hell you want to call it, that doing the worst thing possible, you think good results is going to happen, but it's not. I know I'm just like repeating the record. I know I am, but it's just mind blowing to me that this is happening in the game industry, and then they're wondering why their game is not doing so well and why people are getting laid off. And here's into the defense, it's not everybody at Ubisoft, okay? A lot of the people that are working on this game are brand new. They've never worked on a title before, which is understandable. So that means this is more on the leadership, where they should know about these things. If it's not the leadership of, like, you know, the producer and stuff like that, if it's even higher than that, then they have lost their damn minds. That's all I got for this video. Be sure to leave a like if you guys enjoyed the content, and also subscribe if you guys want to see more. This I'm gonna keep looking more at, and again, when this game comes out, I've been talking about it a lot, so I think it is right if I have to try the game out, play it, see what's going on. If I go into a place and I destroy it, that is not my intentions. I just want to state that now. I'm just playing the game to see what is up. I'm literally going to be testing this game. I'm probably going to get it on my Xbox, because I don't know how PC is going to work out right now, because there's a lot of optimization things that are going on with that, and I might have a video for that one, so who knows. But anyway, that's it for me. Appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much, and yeah, Self channel. See you guys later. Peace.